Hello and welcome to Bears Talk on this Thursday, November 30th, presented by J. Brown Realtors. My name is Andy Losi, and we're joined alongside head football coach Mike Jacobs to start as usual. Coach, hope you had a great Thanksgiving and congratulations on the win.
Yeah, Bears win. It was a great week. Thanks, Andy.
Absolutely. You look at this win, it's a historic performance for this Lenoir-Rhyne football program. It's the first road win that this program has ever had on the road in the NCAA Division II playoffs. What does that statement mean for this team and for the staff?
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to believe, right? With as much tradition and success as this program's had over the last, 104 years of football, to get the first win on the road in the playoffs, just says we got a pretty good football team, and I'm proud of the way our kids finished the game on Saturday.
It's great to say that you get to go to a regional final, but first look at that matchup against Benedict. It's awesome to say that you can go into an undefeated team's house and come away with the victory. How proud were you that your team executed the game plan to perfection?
Perfection, I don't know. There's always things that we can clean up, but our kids did play really well. Again, I give a lot of credit to Coach Barry. He's really turned that thing around since he took over in 2020, and that's a really good football team, especially on the defensive side of the football and the defensive line in particular. I thought their quarterback played well. So, for us to go in there for the number one seed in the region, to win a playoff game on the road says a lot about our team and their character and their makeup, in the sense that, they're resilient, they're persistent, and really they're going to be a tough out.
Looking at some of the key players of the game, we'll start with Dwayne McGee. 216 yards on the ground. That's an LR playoff record. It's also his personal collegiate best as well. We talked about in the last time we were together how great this Tigers defense was, but what did McGee do so well on the ground on Saturday that really helped him have his best performance of his time here at LR?
Yeah, I think it starts up front, and he'll give the guys on the O-line the credit, I'm sure, as well. But I thought once we buckled down, we really, when we weren't behind the sticks or with penalties or whatever, when we were on schedules in offense, we were really able to open some holes. And then he did some things on his own, just making people miss the first, second, and third defender at times. And he's faster than you think he's going to be, and he's stronger than you also think he's going to be. Just can't say enough about what he means, to our success as a program.
Sticking with the running back room, we move forward to Xavier Turner-Knox. 2 rushing touchdowns, both within 5 yards. But this year, Turner-Knox really seems to be playing at another level. 8 touchdowns now on the year for the Bears. I know when it gets to those goal line situations, it's always like, we got to punch it in, we got to get that touchdown. But 2 times that Turner-Knox was able to do that, what gives you that trust in the Charlotte native to get the ball and punch him in and get the 6 points?
Yeah, he's just built a little bit differently than the other guys in the running back room, right? A lot of the guys in that room are a little on the shorter side, and Turner-Knox is 6 foot plus, and he weighs a little heavier, so he's just a bit of a different body type. And he gets rolling a lot of times in the fourth quarter when teams have been worn down a little bit, and he provides us energy because he runs hard and angry, and he had a couple big runs in that game to go with the touchdowns.
And when you look at the other side of the ball as well, Andre Jefferson seems to be playing the best that he has this year. Now has 7 sacks in the last 4 games after having a multi-sack performance. It's always best when your big-time players, your X factors, show up at the biggest moments. What has Jefferson done so well to click at the right time of the year?
Yeah, again, it's just his relentless play, right? As teams get wore down, he's been incredible as we've gone through this stretch of important games for us, from the end of the conference season, conference championship game, and now the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. And there's a reason all 32 teams have been through from the NFL. The kid's a super talented player that works really hard, and he's playing really good football right now.
The biggest turning point in the game against Benedict was how your team responded after halftime. Going down 19-14 into the break, your team came out and scored 3 unanswered touchdowns. I know coaches always say that there really isn't a switch up in the message in the locker room during the break, but what was the message like to your team going into halftime, knowing we got to come out in this third quarter and perform well, in which the case it was?
Yeah, I got after him a little bit, frankly. I didn't think we were playing our best football. We had far too many pre-snap penalties in the game. We had given up a few explosive plays in the pass game. We needed to, and that's not just the defensive backs, right? We weren't getting enough pressure on the quarterback, and I challenged them to play their best football, right? At that point, you're one of 16 teams left in the tournament from 161. Then we can't leave anything to chance, and we had to execute at a higher level. And I thought coming out of halftime, you saw that really in all three phases from our football team. I think, again, I think we held them to, I don't even know that they had a first down in the third quarter, and we were able to build some momentum then, and clearly we moved the ball and ran the ball better, protected the quarterback a little bit better, and all those things led to our victory.
So a 35-25 result, take down a top 10 team as well, something this LR football program hasn't done in quite some time. I know it's your fourth year here at Lenoir-Rhyne.
Mm-hmm.
What does this win really stack up for your time here at LR and your all-time coaching career?
Yeah, I mean, they're all special, right? Like, each season's its own entity, and there's different things, but to when you start accomplishing things that have never been done, I think, it's just a testament to the kids that we've been able to recruit to the program and how they've bought in and how hard they work and, frankly, how they've stuck together. And I think it says a lot that, a lot of the kids that we're having success with were in our very first recruiting class. And those guys have really laid a strong, solid foundation for us to have a really successful season. And, we're still having fun. We got another week this week.
Absolutely. Super Region 2 final. We take on number 3 seeded Valdosta State. So a couple of teams that just won some big games out on the road. You guys taking down Benedict. They're taking down Delta State as well. What's your initial thoughts right now on the Blazers as they come in number 3 seeded in the region?
Yeah, Valdosta's a tremendous football team. And, they've put up almost video game like numbers on offense all season. I think their defense has gotten better as the year's gone on, and they got some explosive athletes in the special teams. And you get to the point where there's only 8 teams left. Everybody's good. The margin for error is razor thin this week, and we'll have to play really good football.
So there's some droughts that are looking to be snapped on Saturday. You're looking to get back to your first NCAA Division II semifinal since 2018. The first time LR has been back to Division II national semifinals since 2013. How do you believe that team can go out there down in Valdosta, Georgia, and get the job done?
Yeah, the keys to victory really rarely change, right? We have to execute at an extremely high level. We got to play with better effort than they do. We have to protect the football. We got to be able to run it, and we got to tackle really well. And I think you put those things together, then we'll give ourselves a darn good chance to win the game on Saturday.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, Coach. 1 p.m. kickoff, Lenoir-Rhyne taking on Valdosta State down in Valdosta, Georgia. You can check it out on ncaa.com or listen for free on WHKY. Coach, best of luck in that matchup coming up.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it.